it straight to my face. Best friend set me down in the salon chair. Shampoo press, get you out of my hair.
All right, a canceled concert, the loss of thousands of followers and likely dollars, and now more allegations against Lizzo hitting the headlines today. She is now accused of sexual harassment, body shaming, fostering a hostile work environment. This new wave of complaints, of course, comes after 3 of her former backup dancers filed a lawsuit against her, and Neama Rahmani is representing those dancers, joins me live. Neama, thank you so much for your time here. We know you are representing at least these initial accusers. There's now at least these 6 new complaints, these new allegations. Do you feel these new complaints have legitimate merit?
Well, that's what we're exploring right now. Some of them want to remain anonymous or be witnesses only. Some of them have good claims, but they're older, so they're outside the statute of limitations. But there are some that are within the window, and we're exploring right now to see if they could be added to the lawsuit.
Well, Neama, this came as a shock to so many people, whether or not they're even fans of Lizzo, but certainly for her fans. Do you think we're going to see even more people come forward?
I do. This is a Me Too type situation where, you have these dancers, you have folks who are working for Lizzo, and they're afraid, but there's strength in numbers, and I would encourage anyone not to be afraid anymore. You don't have to be worried about rich and powerful people in Hollywood. It doesn't have to be old white men. It can even be people like Lizzo. They can't treat their employees like this unlawfully, unethically, degrade them poorly. Folks like us are here to represent you and help you.
Well, and certainly we want to look at this from both sides of things. From Lizzo's perspective, is this a case of people potentially piling on when they think there could be a financial windfall, especially when they see that these accusations have already come out against her?
Well, we can't go back in time, and the way the law works is that there's a civil lawsuit and there's compensation, unless, Lizzo's actually prosecuted by law enforcement, which probably won't happen. This is our civil system of justice. We can move forward. The employees, if and when they win at trial, they can get paid for their lost wages, emotional distress. There might be punitive damages. This is the only system we have when an employer, doesn't matter whether it's Lizzo or someone else, treats their employee unlawfully.
Absolutely. So much of this is playing out in the court of public opinion, Neama. I think people who don't even know who Lizzo is, they had to have heard about this. But because it is playing out already in the court of public opinion, is that fair to either side?
Well, this is the reality. When you practice in Hollywood and you're Lizzo and you put yourself out there and you have a reality show, it doesn't stop when the cameras stop rolling. These types of allegations are public. Lawsuits in the United States, these are public filings. Courtroom proceedings usually are public unless you're in federal court. So, if something's going to be filed here in Hollywood, where I've been practicing for almost 20 years, media outlets are going to get it. They're going to report it. And this is what you expect when you're either representing or you're suing an entertainer.
Well, Neama, Lizzo did release a statement after the first set of allegations came out. First of all, how did your clients react to that, if you can tell us that? And do you think we'll hear more from Lizzo after these now newest potential allegations?
Well, I warned my clients when we got into this that this was going to go in one of 2 directions. Either Lizzo was going to come out, apologize, try to make things right, and maybe there would be some sort of resolution. Or I said the far more likely result would be that Lizzo denies the allegations, doubles down, digs in her heels, and we got to take the case all the way to trial, which we would love to do. I'd love nothing more than to put 12 men and women in a jury box, present our case to them, and they can decide who's telling the truth.
Last question for you, Neama. You said you'd love to do it. Do you think this will go to court?
I think so, unless Lizzo does a 180 and really changes her tune. If she continues along this path of denial, that's what judges or juries are for, and I'm excited to present this case to them.
All right, Attorney Neama Rahmani representing the accusers in the case against Lizzo. Thank you so much for your time. And Lizzo, if you want to come on, you're more than welcome to come talk to me as well.